We need to go to a cave down south. Hopefully, she's quick with it. If not, we'll travel to here anyway, again. And if Poppy owls us again, we'll travel down to do that one. If not, we'll do this. And just continue with this storyline as well. Again, we have to wait. I'm guessing if I wait...
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Impossible. That's impossible. We're not putting an end to Harlow, right? On the map, we have one infamous foe left. There's no way, right? Also, I need one chest, which is also annoying. That's the only... Well, an astronomy tower and a landing platform. But apart from that, Hogwarts Valley is done as well. So hopefully the cave that they mentioned is in Hogwarts Valley, and that's where the chest is.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Makes sense.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Alright, to Hogsmeade we go to speak with these people. First one is in the Three Broomsticks upstairs.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Maybe there's multiple of them.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Yeah, it really does.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
They're already after me. Miss Rabe, we do hope you reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you would see the value in it all working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now,
It won't be too late.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Little cat interruption. Of course. There's a cat, we have to stroke and pet it.
Please tell me you didn't.
Revelio.
But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
Yep.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the...
Voldemort?
I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for...
That's
Harlow
tough.
advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
Yeah,
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Yeah, that's
Could you
good.
give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Or we might need to actually search the place for the note.
Ha! I have no tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times? Are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones,
We
sir.
promise,
sir. We'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Oh my god. Don't be stealing in Hogwarts Legacy.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Hello.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Yeah, you should have
If
spoken
you
up.
had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Good.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Right, let's return to Natty to tell her everything that we have found from speaking to those three people. I ran past the cat. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, cat. Let's keep running. We have a big jump, to be fair. I know we're on like a little bit of a curve, but...
She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oh, she's in trouble. There's no way she's not in trouble. She said she was going after Ashwinders, and that is trouble written all over it. Oh, we'll see her in a gazelle form. That'd be cool.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio!
Uh-oh.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
There's a hideout here all along.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Revelio. Accio.
Do I have to open them, like, pull them forward fully?
A hidden door.
Let's go.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
I like how you whisper Revelio when like this.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Oh, damn. Okay, so this is where Harlow is definitely hiding. Has to be, right?
Harlow says her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Stupid would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Revelio.
Right, let's get in here. Loot.
Say what you will about Velcroft, but the estate...
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll soon find yourself with now-put poachers at your back.
Well, it's not Harlow.
I take what I want.
Should we just fight?
Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him, he can fight his own battles.
Well, that infamous bow wasn't exactly infamous.
Revelio.
Made it into a chicken in one hit.
Bombarda.
I'm after this executioner because look how much health.
Death
From above!
Apparently, I can't make them transform.
Electricity.
Pay for your deal.
Use a mandrake against an enemy. Okay.
just the beginning. Curse that screaming root! You made a grave mistake.
Wait, I just... Oh, is it because I missed them? I'll try it again.
Do that again, and I'll... Coward.
Revelio.
Yeah, and it's strange that that didn't work both times. There's a collection here. Of a desk. And that might be the collection that was needed for Hogsmeade Valley. Hey Nana, welcome in. You are as dear to me as my augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a crop could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast the spell of my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one. Aww.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Cute. That's romance there. Right, chest. There's another chest up here. My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over, and I'm certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until we are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed, and now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
Nice.
He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Oh. I guess we're just gonna keep it then. It's one way to destroy it. No one else will need to know. An identified head item.
Revelio.
Some coins over here. Again, coins may not seem useful, but we need to buy some brooms, and that's for 100% completion. So it is useful if we find some coins that we can continue gaining them, because I don't know how much the brooms will cost in the end. Okay, hopefully not too much, so I can buy them. But I do wonder if there's a way to actually make money in this game.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
Revelio.
That was brilliant. Wait, did I? T-posed. T-posed to the grave.
Revelio.
Julian Fates, another one complete. We love to see it. Again, there is more loot back here, so I'm just gonna quickly grab the loot. Again, everything has its value. Alright, let's go through this door.
Here somewhere.
Gotta assume Natty's here.
Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to me.
I need your help.
Hello.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was
Revelio.
some of my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Level 1 lock. It's gotta be here, right? There we go, we found the lock.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Right, here you go. Take it.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
You just stop the door. Natty, hello. Just runs away. I respect it.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Yeah, they're gonna be here in numbers now, aren't they? Or not? kind of expected them to,
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
kind of expected there to be a presence after that. You know, a bit of a fight. Maybe there was supposed to be, but we just glitched in.
I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
You're welcome.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
But you are not doing anything. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong. But it's
Natsai,
fine.
you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Okay. A basis for blackmail complete. Awesome.